trying to avoid an 0-2 start against a very dangerous France team as we get this one back underway. All right, with that, we back. Austria, France in a European clash. Diggs, not happening, misses the shorty. Struggling some outside and inside. Joko, patient. Gets it to Wilson. That one is broken up.
Wilson could be the difference maker for this squad. He is very gifted individually. He can score from the post, which in a longer tournament could be key.
Wilson can also score from long range. Skillful score. Tony Blanzon, straight business. Here comes Wireless. Wilson. Segala will get it started. Average 6.2 points per game in the previous edition of the World Cup, where France would finish 8th. One zip, Austria. With Neutner, decides better of it. Can Diggs find some rhythm? He's been missing like a fugitive. Need to put an APB out for some offense from Quincy Diggs. Still will defend Segala. Rambo waiting for Wilson to come around. Wireless yet to connect. Rambo, the Olympic silver medalist, will convert on the inside as France is on the board. So now with Segala defending. So now, oh, snatchback. So now, come get you a couple of those. Never mind, in and out.
I like how we've seen Sonell handle the ball more this year. Last year he came in, he hadn't played basketball at this level ever. And he came in, he was more of a screener, he was more of a hustle guy, a role player. Started finding his rhythm and his touch late in the year. And they're using him more as a ball handler now.
Yeah, and he can handle it. He can create off the drive. Player that you don't see on this roster that they could be considered a shock is you don't see Nico Kaltenbrunner, MVP of the 2024 Europe Cup. The decision to leave him off and add Diggs, hoping that it pays off. So Nell also making his first appearance, but he was also on that Europe Cup team. Joko is tripped up.
It's not just Kaltenbrunner that's missing, it's also Enis Mourati, but he's injured.
Right.
So that wasn't a choice. In case of Kaltenbrunner, though, I believe that was a real choice that came down to him or Diggs.
Well, Kaltenbrunner has struggled some on the Pro Tour this year, and that might have had something to do with the decision. Very likely it did. Raphael Wilson starting the passing, the ball movement, the back scratcher. He got an itch. 2-2. Now Joko chunking the deuces. In and out, but he will recover again. Good hustle there from Paul Joko.
He's been so much more aggressive on offense this year when we've seen him on the pro circuit. It carries over into this World Cup. I like what I see from him early in this game.
Super bouncy, athletic, committed defender. And one of those guys that makes up the connective tissue of a team. Thought that was a good decision to add him to the roster this year. 3-3 game. Wilson will get a seat. The Joker ain't playing around. He'll start up top with Q defending. Joko now with Sonell in front. Joko, they're going to let him shoot. A lot of teams utilize that strategy against France. They still don't believe that Joko can hurt him from deep. Francais. Francais on the way to the rim. Francais, ooh la la on the leg. For 3. Diggs. Yeah, we can dig it. More of that from Q, and the Austrians will be happy. White foul, number 2 on fronts. Media timeout time, Pool C. We'll see this group take over for the rest of the day today. The other Pool C contest, Canada versus China and France versus Puerto Rico.
2 games with implications already early here. After that China win and Puerto Rico loss.
Yeah. And the women in Pool D, they got the stage all to themselves. Lights out to Tony Blosson. He threw it out like yesterday's trash. Frank Segala, get it out.
Wow.
Diggs with the up fake. His first or second deuce. That's his first. Joko can't convert it, but he was bumped on the drive.
The man's so quick going towards the basket. That first step, who can keep up with that? I don't know a lot of people that can.
Very few players, but he lulled him to sleep. And then just went in a hyper drive. Paul Joko winds up a free throw. It will not go down. Joko looking to get it cleared. Wilson will do that. Rambo operating from the high post as Wireless sets up. Wireless is finally connected. Foul White. And a 6-6 tie.
As expected, this is a tight game. These countries know each other very well, both from the international stage as well as the pro circuit.
A neighborly rivalry. Uh-oh. 4 fouls now. And Austria again, who we saw earlier today, losing to Canada. Trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Entry pass. Stolen away. Wilson gets it back. Wireless looking for another. That was online. I thought that was going to drop. It does not, however, as Lenortner will try to find his target. That won't happen either. Rambo is down. Foul called on Lenortner. There's Francais.
Yeah.
Swinging it left. Up top. Francais, no way. Diggs. There he is, much better on the drive.
Usually when he drives a lot and he scores out of drives, though, his confidence will pick up and he'll start shooting some twos as well.
Rambo has that one land right in his lap. He'll finish it for the French. So Austria and France dead even. Diggs in his bag, but he can't get the 2 to land. Segala made it all the way up to #1 in the world rankings this year. He wants a duh to go and will not. 5 fouls apiece, 7 points apiece. They don't get no closer than this.
Another one of those low scoring contests, right? Both teams, again, they've scouted the other team into the ground, I believe.
Blazon Payet, right wing. Wireless cannot be left alone. Defensive breakdown cost him double. Diggs forces it. Joko. He will miss it wide open. I think when they dare him to shoot and he misses, it's hard to maintain your confidence.
It's going to get in your head.
I mean, they're essentially calling you out. They're saying self-check. This time he will deliver it, and Wilson with the two-handed bang. Nice composed response from Austria.
Punch for punch, blow for blow. These teams match up great.
It's going back and forth like an Aaliyah track. Segela will advance France. 11-10. Oh, now wide. An unnecessary foul that will put France on the brink of being in the penalty. Second media timeout. Game number 14 of 20 on the day.
Both teams with positive body language, actually. I'm trying to look at the timeouts here. I think both teams still have that confidence at the end of this game. If you get to a tight contest with these two teams, these players on the floor, right? Raph Wilson has to be the most dangerous weapon out there, no?
I would agree. I think his game is the most rounded. Rambo can't throw it off of Blazan. Sonel called for the travel. He hasn't quite settled in yet. So the Austrians have both, they've been a little off kilter, but they made enough plays to be in this game. Right now only down by one. Segela thrown away by Diggs. Sonel now will get the step. Fabioso, Some of the struggles continue. Diggs will poke that away. That's 9 seconds left now for France.
Diggs with the big hands making a difference on defense in this game as well.
Francais with the dish. Rambo unable to finish. 2:43 and count. Diggs. Loft pass over the shoulder. Touchdown, Austria. 11 up. Francais up top, wireless. No connection that time thanks to the Diggs defense.
That's one thing you'll always see from Quincy Diggs, whether his shot's falling or not, the man is going to guard as hard as he can. He's lengthy, he's athletic, and he's going to make it tough on you.
Oh, that's an obvious foul. You can see Joko got a fistful of Blazon's jersey. No way you can dispute this.
That was very obvious.
7th on France.
Blazon with the make on the first.
Another one coming. Tony Blazon, one of the newer adds to the program with Sonel. Couple of seasons now with Austria. Joko, late in the shot clock. He wants to drive. Goes to the spin move. Joko, he draws the foul on Sonel. Sonel cannot believe it.
Sonel was down and impeded his landing space.
Oh, well, yeah, there was a slip by Sonel
Yep.
that forced him a foul. Oh, Joko, too long. Fortunate bounce. Wilson comes back to him. Now it's Wilson with the Wilson. That's a good combination. A dozen. Blazon high on the entry pass. Minute 45, Austria lead by 1. Wilson with the dream shake. That will not fall. Buck 35 as Blazon. Tony Blaze. Big hit for him in Austria. 15-12 and a timeout on the floor.
Big shot here, Tony Blazon. But look, France went down to Wilson on the block. It worked the first time. Second time, good defense by Austria, leading to good offense.
Austria, one of the better defensive teams in the league. .90 seconds left. Francais leans into the 2. That one far right. Any foul means free throws for either team. Diggs, he's going to travel. He said, what happened? Turnover back over to France. Wireless, no. Wilson to Rambo, muscles it up, but not in. Diggs now with Joko in pursuit. Diggs loses the handle for a moment, whips it over to Tony Blazon. That is deflected. Question is whether or not that was a shot clock violation or they're going to put some more time on the clock.
If they do, it's going to be very little time.
Very likely under a second, maybe 0.3, 0.2, something in there.
On the last French possession, they had a pick and roll combination with Wilson and Rambo. Rambo rolled to the basket, was wide open. Wilson got him the ball. Matthias Lenortner, heady play, rotates all the way over, cramps his space, leaves a shooter open, but knowing that there's not a lot of time on the shot clock, he opts to go and gets his team a stop. That was heady.
Yep, high IQ play in a close game. Margin of error right now very slim with 50 seconds to go. And don't have the luxury of fouling either team. Oh, great defense. The vertical from Joko. Ball gives it up. Francais, Joko turns the corner. Segala scores it. Lenortner holding the knee. Lenortner tough as nails. And you, on the replay, you don't like the look of that. Lenortner, who had just missed the last year with an Achilles injury, is helped to his feet.
Can't put any weight on it, too.
Can't put any weight on it. But on that replay, I'll tell you, I won't speculate, but so it didn't look good.
Helped off the court. You hate to see it.
He's having such a great year, coming back and putting all that work in from the Achilles injury last year. But again, we're hoping for the best. We'll get a look from the medical staff. Meantime, hoping that his team holds on to the advantage. 20 seconds to go. It's crunch time. Abdomen. Joko, can he pull up in the clutch? Foul called on Segala. 2 free throws from the Austrians here can put this game away. There's a look at Lenorton to get that knee taped up. We are anxious to get an update on him. Probably won't be coming until much later, but as we look on now, 16-13, looks like Austria are going to pick up a big win as that lead is expanded to 4. Segala, not happening. Diggs will corral the rebound. Diggs running away from the defense. Shot clock is off, and Diggs will run the timeout, and that is it. That is a big win for Austria. They needed it, and they went and got it.
Lenorton walking on his own strength. That knee is moving. You can't do that if anything is badly hurt.
Okay, that's a great sign. You can see Lenorton off screen on his own power.